Alright, I was about to go to sleep, and I just put on a thing on YouTube because I like to watch stuff as I fall asleep. Christopher Hitchens talking to Ibrahim Cooper from CAIR, and it was on a Paul Zahn show. Um, Ibrahim Hooper said, "I don't think we should. I think we should respect people of all. We should respect people of all faiths and not intimidate people and not, you know, treat everyone with respect. No matter what their faith, and kind of this live and let live attitude. This is a very strange thing, and it's a lie. Um, Islam is unique, a extremely unique religion, in that the religion and the political system are absolutely bound together. Where was Ibrahim Hooper when Muhammad uh, expelled all the pagans from Mecca? Where was he when when Hazrat Abu Bakr, Hazrat Omar, Hazrat Uthman, Hazrat Ali, the uh, the four other people in Islam that have to be just as much respected as the Prophet, they're just underneath the Prophet. They're considered the four greatest people in that order, with exception to Muhammad. When their armies raced across North Africa and up the Levant, when they subdued all the Christian populations, burning churches, slaughtering men, women, and children, uh, forcing Jews, Christians, and Zoroastrians into a state of dimitude, forcing them to pay the jizya tax, silencing church bells, obliterating communities of Jews. The Quran is explicit in how you should treat other people. And this is where they see its great compassion. Because what you do is you go to a country and you offer the emperor or the king uh, conversion to Islam and obeying all Sharia law. And if they won't do that, then then you invite the person to come under your control, obey Sharia law, and you pay the jizya tax, and feel yourself subdued. And it says feel yourself subdued. And if you don't do that, then war. How is that peaceful? Now, I usually don't like to get controversial about religions. I've never said anything against Hinduism, Roman Catholicism, uh, Buddhism, Zen, Taoism, paganism. I've talked on Gnosticism, but I've never attacked it outright. I've said this is Gnostic, this isn't. But Islam is unique in that it declares war on everyone. In that it has a goal of global conquest. It clearly says this in its holy scriptures. People can't deny it. Women's rights. I'm not even going to say gays' rights because their their right to exist is gone. Anyone who is not of the people of the book, that's Jews, Christians, and Muslims, will be utterly destroyed. They will come into their country and kill every non-believer. As for the disbelievers, those are two different categories. The Christians and the Jews, they're not allowed to convert anybody. No Muslim is allowed to convert to them, because a Muslim apostate, a Muslim who converts to a different religion, it's death. This is what Prophet Muhammad prescribed, and every Islamic ruling system after that. It is ridiculous, the hypocrisy of Ibrahim Hooper and CAIR. The idea, Jewish ideas, Christian ideas, these don't have. It's a spiritual system, and it doesn't tell you how to run life. You can argue that Judaism had it in the Torah, but modern day Talmudic Judaism doesn't do that. Hinduism, Buddhism, these are all religions that can exist in a secular society. But the idea that they want to Ibrahim Hooper was talking about punishing a man for throwing a toilet in the Quran by giving him a felony hate crime sentence to prosecute him for a felony hate crime for putting a Quran. This isn't America. We have free speech. Now, I don't like the idea of putting any book in the toilet, especially something like the Quran that has names of various religious characters that I have in my Bible. And I don't like the idea of a book going into the toilet, surely because it's literature that's being thrown in the toilet. But the idea that it would be a felony hate crime. And I realized, he stole it from the library. It wasn't his own copy. A felony hate crime. If you look at it, he said, it's an act of intimidation against the Muslims, and then to go on and say, I think all people should be respected. That's not in Islam. Now, there are plenty of Muslims out there who are good, honest people. Ibrahim Hooper is not one of them. If you're a Muslim living and you believe all this kind of stuff, I still have people who I love dearly that are Muslims. But I'm not going to say, they don't go around saying this. They do say quietly, yeah, the whole world should be converted to Islam and Sharia law is the best. And there's some Muslims who are less extreme as that. But they don't get up and act like the innocent Pollyanna, wide-eyed. But I don't understand why this is happening. Where's the calling to give back the Christian lands, give back the Christian seas, Constantinople, Antioch, areas where it's mostly Christian? No, they won't do that. They're more concerned. I mean, what about the victims of Islamic terror? If CAIR, the Council of American Muslim Relations, or American Islamic Relations, so concerned, why don't they help the victims of terrorist bombings? No, they're too busy concerned with putting somebody in prison. Let me restate this. A felony conviction is somebody goes to prison for years. And a felony follows them around the rest of their life because America doesn't believe you can pay your debt to society, which is BS. They're more concerned about that. That's how they spend their money. That's how they spend their time. What about even helping other Muslims out? What about the Palestinians? Giving them food. We do that too. No. Stop this garbage. And if you don't see the contradiction in the scriptures, and you say, they might not believe that, and they might not believe all the Quran, which is kind of silly because a Muslim is held to a different standard than, let's say, somebody coming into Christianity might not believe all the Bible because the Bible put haphazard right. With Islam, the Quran is the direct words of God through the angel Gabriel to the Prophet Muhammad, infallible. The Bible has never been that. It's never been claimed that. It was written by human beings, fallible human beings. But any other books, it doesn't claim this. But even if you don't want to go by the Quran, Ibrahim Hooper, listen to him about other things. He's not so innocent on those. So I know people might not like this video, because I've been talking very tolerantly with other people about religion, and I can do that. But when I see hypocrites like Ibrahim Hooper come on, Hitchens is exactly right in what he says. I need to get some sleep.